It's 9 a.m. You know what that means. You woke up this morning. Now it's time to do something with it. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, world. I salute you for not giving up. I salute you for putting in the work. And I salute you for keeping your head up. I know a lot of us are going through hard times right now. A lot of us are struggling. And if you're not struggling, you know somebody that's struggling. So that's what I want to talk about this morning. I want to talk about the fact that people are out there right now. People are ready to make a difference in the world. But if you have something that you believe in, if you have something you are passionate about, if you have something that sets you on fire, I want to remember something. It is the work that you put in now that defines your future. It is the choices that you make today that define who you are. No one else can make those choices for you. Life is hard. I need you to understand that. But what I want to talk to you about this morning, instead of getting into a big discussion, I want to tell you a little bit about me. You know, with all of the racism and everything going on right now, with the hate that's going on right now, I want to be vulnerable with you and tell you what it was like for me growing up. When I was growing up, my dad was very racist. You know, when I was a kid, I would actually get punished for not referring to people by their racist terms. So when I was a kid, I got punished for not referring to people in the ways that my racist family did. You know, I want you to understand that. You know, a lot of people don't get that. You know, but I changed who I was. Don't feel sorry for me. I built this motherfucker. I built this person. But I want you to know that I was raised with hate. I was raised to make choices that I don't choose. I was raised to see people of a different skin color to be less than me. And my parents were wrong. Society was wrong. No one is less than you. You're just not trying to see it from their perspective. You're not taking the time and trying to understand them. You're just judging them off the information that you're given. And I know it's easy. I do it too. I don't mean to, but we all do it. We all judge people. But what I want you to understand is I was raised that way. And a lot of people were raised that way. You know, a lot of people, you want to know why this struggle still happens in this day and age? It's because a lot of us were raised that way. If you're a parent right now, you have the opportunity to change that for the next generation. How you react to these situations will define how your children react to these situations. If you stand strong, if you stand for what you believe in, and I pray that you believe in love and that you don't believe in hate. But no matter which it is, you're going to show the people that are watching you that that's what you believe in. And that's what they're going to carry forward. That's what your children are going to think are important. And as much as this world, just like my parents taught us to segregate, as much as this world and the people around us teach us and enforce us and separating ourselves and saying that one's better than the other, they're not. You're no better than anyone else on this fucking planet, because if I took you and I put you in their shoes, you would probably end up the same way. There's only 1% of us that really have the power to make a change in our own lives. 1% of us really have the power to look ourselves in the mirror and truly make a change, not off of judging other people, not off of blaming somebody else, but blaming ourselves for the decisions that we make. You are defined by the choices that you make. You know, if you're in this fight right now, I want you to understand something, that if you're in this fight and you're on one side or the other, you're a part of the problem. If you're standing on one side and you're screaming at the other with hate in your heart because you're upset and emotionally charged, and you're yelling at someone to stop fighting, they're only going to fight back. It doesn't matter how much you believe in the cause. If you stand there and you cause a problem, the message doesn't get through. If you're a part of the fight, you're a part of the problem. If you're either part of the solution or you're part of the problem. Going out and standing and yelling at cops and blaming cops. One cop made a seriously bad decision every day. We should be looking at the system that puts those cops in place, not hating every cop. There are cops out there right now that would die for you. And those cops are scared. There's no difference. Hate is hate. Whether you're standing over here and you're judging your hate, saying my hate's about love, it doesn't matter. If you're standing in the fucking fight, you're part of the problem. I'm going to give you a quote from Mother Teresa. She said, I see the anti-war rallies. I see the people standing together, but I will never go to an anti-war rally. Because if your focus is on war, whether it's stopping it or starting it, your focus is still on war. Have a pro-peace rally, and I'll come to every one of them. Think about that. If you're standing there and you're still screaming at the top of your lungs that we shouldn't be at war, you're just creating your own war. Hate is a poison that most of us drink thinking it will hurt someone else. But it doesn't. It destroys you. It destroys who you are meant to be. It destroys your potential. It destroys your love. It destroys everything that's good in your life. And you're holding on to that hate. That hate means more to you than your fucking future does. If you hold on to that hate, it will destroy you. I promise. 100% of the time. Keep holding on to the hate, and the hate will destroy you. You know, I have friends on both sides of this right now, and both sides are just think they're fucking right. They think that they're right, and that makes them dangerous. Because they're not listening. No one's listening. Everyone's talking. Everybody's trying to prove their fucking point. The point is that if we don't do this together, it won't get fixed. And people know that. But the news isn't going to show you that. The news needs you to be freaked out. I mean, all of this information comes from the same place. But they change it in order to control you. They manipulate you because if they control you, that puts money in their pockets. Understand the manipulation. That if you're panicked, you're making a decision out of fear. And if you're making a decision out of fear, you're not making the right decision. You know, like if you're looking into a situation and you're already fearful of it, you're never going to make the right decision. And that's what's happening with our entire fucking United States right now. Everyone's scared. But half of us don't even know how to acknowledge that. We only know how to acknowledge the fact that we're scared, and in the second we become scared, it's fight or flight. So they fight because they're not emotionally intelligent enough to realize that they're a part of the problem. I know a lot of people out there are super passionate, but there's a reason that these protests are supposed to be peaceful. Because the moment that you go back to that mentality, that you go back to fear and you let aggression come in, the aggression cancels out the message. 100 people can stand there with great intent, but how many times have you tried to deliver an amazing message, but the way that you delivered it canceled out the message? How many times did you go to make a difference in someone's life, but the way that you came into the conversation, you weren't even allowed to like make the point? That's what's happening, people. You're trying to connect. You're trying to look at the people next to you and say, I love you, but the way you're saying it is fucked. This whole country is emotionally inept. You don't know how to handle the emotions flowing through you. You don't know why. You don't even know how to fucking address them because society doesn't address them. Look at the madness that we have in our society. Is anybody standing back and saying, hey, this shit's crazy? No, we just keep going on. The wheel keeps going like it's normal. This isn't normal. You are choosing hate out of fear. You are letting them convince you that these people want to hurt you. They don't want to hurt you. They're fucking scared. If I was coming for you and it was on the news and everybody in the fucking United States knew it, you'd be scared. They're not angry. They're fucking scared. I'm sorry I get so upset, but it's like you guys don't listen. It's like no one fucking listens. Like I can take this fucking thing and I can scream at the top of my lungs. No one will fucking listen. You cannot make the right decision based out of fear. Hate is never the answer. They are scared. That's all. And everybody wants to act like it's a fight. It's not a fight. They're defending their lives. They think that they don't matter. So they're fucking scared. And they're acting out. You would too. If this was reversed, you would act the same way. You want to know how I know? Because it's human nature. This isn't a black versus white thing. This is a fucking mentality thing that our whole society has to deal with. We all breed fear and choose hate. We sit there and we let the news convince us that these people don't love us. These people are us. There is no difference. If I paint a fucking car red and I paint the same car black and then the next car white, it's a fucking car. Inside, completely the fucking same. The frame, the motor, everything about it is the same. Everything about it is the same. The fucking paint job is the only difference. And what you're doing is you're allowing media to convince you that the other paint jobs aren't the same. You know, I know I see the numbers going up and down, up and down. This may be too intense, but I don't fucking care. I don't care. Because if one fucking person gets this, one person, maybe they'll influence one more. You want to know why people keep turning this off? Because they know I'm fucking right. They know, oh, well, Jimmy's fired up or Jimmy got at the screen, but they're not fucking listening. They want to tell themselves the same story to make themselves feel better. Look at these fucking views. You start telling the truth and people run from it. Why? Because I'm holding you accountable. I'm not saying the news did it. I'm not saying the fucking nation did it. I'm not saying black people did it. I'm not saying a cop did it. I'm saying you allow this shit to happen. See, and even when I'm trying to deliver the message, you see how aggressive I get? You see how upset? That's what the fuck the problem is. See, I'm a part of the problem. I'm never sitting here telling you to be better than me. I need you to be better than me because I fuck up too. I get so mad and so emotional because I think of the pain that this shit causes. I think of the families right now that are in fucking fear in their own house in a country that's supposed to be fucking free, and they are living in fear. Fear! That's not freedom! My family fought for this shit. I have loved ones that died for this fucking freedom. They died for this. And what the fuck do you do with it? You let them control you. You let fear take a hold of you and you do nothing about it. If you're gonna get mad at yourself. Get mad that you just sit there and keep watching the fucking TV or the news screen instead of getting up and make a fucking change. A lot of people ask me, why do you do the show? Because it doesn't matter that no one sees this or one person sees this. Because I'm doing something that everybody else doesn't want to do. They don't want to go out there and they don't want to take a fucking stand. I don't care who sees this. I'll put my faith up against God. Or excuse me, sorry. I'll put my faith up against the Pope standing before God. I'll put my heart against any fucking person on this fucking planet that wants to try and tell me that fucking hate is the right choice. I don't care what bullshit you spin. I've watched this bullshit long enough. We are supposed to take care of this country with both threats, foreign and domestic. There isn't a single fucking American out there right now that can say they're a good fucking American. How about that shit? You want to talk about gun laws? You don't have the right to have the fucking right to own a gun. You want to know why? Because you don't fucking fight for America. None of us do. We are supposed to defend this fucking country against domestic threats. That shit was written forever ago. And they knew it then that this would happen. Why do you think they put it in there? Is this the fucking country, the world we're supposed to have? You tell me that. Do you look at the world and the news and everything else and it makes you feel good inside, or are you just as pissed off as I am? But everybody else doesn't want to be mad. They just want to be happy. They want to pay attention. They want to pay attention to the things that make them feel better about their life. Trust me, I did it. I know. I get it. But until you can look at the fucking world like you look at yourself, you want to cast judgment on someone else, look in the fucking mirror first. You think this shit's easy? You want to know why I get so mad? Because I don't know how to fucking help. But I'm going to figure it out. If I keep doing this show and it makes the difference in one fucking person, I don't care, it's enough. But I know it's going to be much more than that. I know that this is the beginning of me putting in the work for the foundation that's going to grow to amazing things. I know that. I don't need anyone else to tell me that because I'm going to put in the work. And the one thing that is undeniable in this fucking world is if you put in the work, it's going to be yours. You only fail when you give up. I am not failing. I am not giving up. Please, God, choose love. Choose love. I may say it in a very angry way, but that's because I'm passionate. I'm not yelling so that people are like, oh, I don't want to watch the show. They need to hear me yell. They need to hear how upset I am. I don't care if they skip through the video. Because this is authentic to me. That's the point of this. I'm not trying to be someone that's not. I'm not going to sit here and hope that I get famous saying that, oh, it'll be okay. Or saying that our country is doing the right thing. That's not who I am. If that's what it takes for me to get famous, fuck famous. I'm here for impact. I don't give a fuck what famous people think. I don't give a fuck what the news outlets think. The only person I care about is you. Because we're not here to fucking play patty cake. I'm not here to go soft. I'm not here to be one more soft little voice in your head that tells you that second place or last place was enough. That's bullshit. You were put here for a purpose. Get in the fucking race. Stop letting everyone else tell you who the fuck you are. Your opinion of yourself defines your fucking moment. Live this moment. In a time that the world needs you more than anything, be a light. Be love. When the world says hate, be the fucking love in the world. When the world is dark, be the light. Darkness cannot exist where the light is present. One more time, in case you're not listening in the back. Darkness cannot exist when light is present. So be the fucking light. Don't sit around and pray and think that all of your good intentions are going to save someone or yourself. It's not. Action is the difference. Motion makes change. I get so scared. I'm trying to bring a child into the world right now. And we have a pandemic. We have race wars. We have a depression. And that scares the shit out of me, people. It scares the shit out of me to want to bring a kid into this. Real talk. How in the fuck do I protect my kid from this? What if my kid is one of these people that the world hates? What if my kid comes and is the light that I want him to be, but the darkness is just ever present? I'm not going to settle for that world. I'm not going to let that world become a reality, because that world is not a good world for my child. That world is not a good world for you. And even most people are not as strong as me, and most people do not have the push and the drive that I do. Most people need motivation. You are my motivation. The impact is my motivation. And that's bigger than any of this. But think about the world that you're helping create. Think about what your choices do. Think about when the people that love you, when they see you choose not to take care of yourself, when they see you choose not to exercise, they see you choose not to eat right, they see you choose your destructive patterns. You're telling them it's okay. Shit, I guess when I sit here and I yell, I'm telling you it's okay. It's not. I may be trying to start a fire in you, but sometimes that fire burns me. I want you to understand this. And I'm sorry I get so upset sometimes, but I need you to listen. So I'm going to say it calmly in case everybody else didn't hear it because I was yelling. Choose love. Everybody makes these stupid weights on their decisions, but it comes down to make it pretty easy. Choose love. Choose what's right, because what's right is always what you should do. Don't wait. This world needs you right now. I'm gonna call it on that one, but I'm a little disappointed in myself for getting so mad, to be honest. I know I'm passionate, but I should have better control over it than that. Because what if I was put in one of those situations that so many other people are in right now? Would I be able to be a part of the solution or part of the problem? Real talk. You know, every life coach that you'll ever meet will constantly tell you that, you know, they've got their shit figured out. No. You want to know why I'm good at being a life coach? It's because I do this shit every day. I'm in it. I know what it's like. I'm never going to tell you something that doesn't work for me. I struggle daily to try and be a happy person. And that's why I do this. Because it makes me a little bit happier to know that I could have made your day a little bit better. That maybe you wanted to reach a goal and you didn't think you could do it, and I helped you get there. Maybe you wanted to get up and work out, and I helped you get there. But no matter what it is, I want you to know that it's always the small things that mean the most to me. That we're going to do one small thing today for me. Choose love. In a world that's constantly choosing hate, constantly choosing anger and aggression out of fear, remember that every person that you see out there that seems like they are attacking you or attacking everything, they're scared. They're not angry. They're not out there to hurt you. They're scared. It's not them trying, they're not blocking roadways to get attention. They're blocking roadways because they're scared. They're protesting because they're scared. They're lashing out because they're scared. Stop making it about hate. Fear is the lack of love. They think that no one loves them. They think that they don't matter. They think that they don't care. Show them that they care. Show them that they matter. And this shit will end permanently. You want racism to really end? It doesn't end about talking about racism. It talks about choosing love. Racism is a choice. I don't give a fuck what you say. I grew up in a household that made it very clear that racism wasn't an option. Like a lot of people think, right? No, it exists. No, that shit is a choice. Just like whether or not you choose hate, you choose it. And it's fear. Every part of it. It doesn't exist without it. It's fear. Because they're different than you, you fear it. Don't fear them. They're humans. They're a fucking car. You're all cars with a different paint job, people. You're just cars with a different paint job. Stop running around. But can you imagine fucking like Hondas looking at other Hondas being like the fucking I'm much better than that one because I'm painted black and that one's painted white. Shit doesn't make sense. It's the same thing on the inside. Exact same fucking car. Same make, same model. It's a different color. Choose love, not hate. See fear, not aggression. And know that every person out there right now that needs you to be better. They need you to choose love. They need you to be the light in a dark, dark world. I'm going to call it. Sorry, I got so pissed off. I should be better. I'm trying to be better. But I hope this helps. They're just scared. I know it scares the shit out of you that they lash out the way that they do. And by they, I mean us, not as a particular part of us as a whole. We lash out. It's what we do. They're just scared. Show them love, and that'll go away. Continue to hate. And as I always say, same actions get the same results. Change your fucking actions. I'm talking to you, America. Every single one of you. Pay attention. Bam. Where's that? Pay attention. Stay tuned. And witness my growth. I love you guys. Be safe. Oh, look at that.